Every morning when you wake up and take your first sip of a drink, you're setting the tone for your body's health for the entire day. Most of us believe that what we drink in the morning should energize us, refresh us, and make us feel alive. We pick drinks that we think are healthy, safe, or even protective for our heart and brain. But the truth is, some common morning drinks that feel harmless and even feel healthy could quietly be increasing your risk of a stroke. And the scariest part, you won't feel it happening. There's no pain, no immediate warning sign, no discomfort, until one day a blood vessel in the brain gets blocked or bursts, and suddenly everything changes. Stroke is not just a medical term. It's a life-changing event. It happens when blood supply to a part of the brain is interrupted, and those brain cells begin to die within minutes. Depending on which area of the brain is affected, it can leave someone unable to speak, unable to move one side of their body, unable to remember their loved ones, or sometimes it can end a life instantly. And while we often think strokes are caused by big, obvious problems like heart disease or high blood pressure, many times they are triggered, worsened, or accelerated by tiny daily habits, especially the ones we repeat every morning without thinking. As a brain specialist, I have to tell you this truth clearly. What you drink in the morning matters. And today, I'm going to share with you 5 popular morning drinks that may be quietly raising your stroke risk. These are not rare, exotic drinks. These are common, everyday beverages that almost every household has. You might even be drinking 1 or 2 of them every day, thinking they're helping you, when in fact they might be pushing your arteries closer to disaster. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to avoid, how to adjust, and what to drink instead so you can protect your brain, your heart, and your future. The first drink we have to talk about is coffee. Now, coffee by itself is not evil. In fact, moderate coffee intake can have some benefits. Antioxidants, improved alertness, even some heart protection in certain studies. But the danger comes with timing, dosage, and your individual health condition. Coffee contains caffeine, a stimulant. When you drink it, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure temporarily spikes, and your blood vessels constrict. For a young, healthy person with flexible arteries, this might not cause immediate harm. But for someone with hypertension, diabetes, clogged arteries, or a history of heart disease, this morning caffeine surge can become the perfect trigger for a stroke. Think about it. Your body is waking up, transitioning from a resting state to an active state, and right at that delicate time, you hit your system with a strong stimulant. The tiny blood vessels in your brain experience sudden pressure changes, and if a clot or weak spot exists, the risk skyrockets. This doesn't mean you must give up coffee forever. But you should time it smartly. Don't drink it immediately after waking. Hydrate first. Something light. Keep it to 1 or 2 cups a day. Avoid instant coffee loaded with additives. And definitely avoid sugary coffee drinks that turn caffeine into a metabolic bomb. The second drink might surprise you. Fruit juice, especially packaged or overly sweetened fruit juice. Many people think a glass of orange or apple juice in the morning is healthy, full of vitamins, a great way to start the day. But most store-bought juices are sugar bombs. They strip away fiber, concentrate the fructose, and give your bloodstream a sudden rush of sugar that spikes insulin, raises triglycerides, inflames blood vessels, and stresses your cardiovascular system. All of these are stroke triggers. Even fresh squeezed juice, when consumed in large amounts on an empty stomach, can overload your blood sugar. For seniors whose arteries are already less elastic and who often have diabetes or prediabetes, this sugar load is dangerous. It accelerates artery stiffening, encourages plaque buildup, and increases the risk of a clot. The better choice: eat the whole fruit. Let the fiber slow down the sugar release. If you must drink juice, limit it, dilute it, and never make it your first drink of the day. The third drink that can quietly push you toward a stroke is energy drinks. Now you might think, that's for the younger crowd. But I've seen more and more middle-aged adults and even seniors reach for an energy drink to fight fatigue, boost their morning, or prep for exercise. Energy drinks are loaded with caffeine, taurine, guarana, and other stimulants. They drive blood pressure up, disrupt heart rhythms, and in some cases cause vascular spasm, a sudden tightening of blood vessels that can block blood flow. Even a single can impair artery function for hours. And during those hours, the risk of clot formation, vessel rupture, or abnormal heart rhythm is significantly higher. For someone already at risk, someone with high blood pressure, an irregular heartbeat, or a history of vascular disease, this is a silent landmine. Please, if you're over 50, stay away from energy drinks completely. Your heart and brain do not need that kind of stress. The fourth drink might seem comforting, even cultural: tea, especially when made very strong and very sweet. Tea has wonderful antioxidants, polyphenol, and can indeed be part of a healthy lifestyle. But when tea is brewed heavily, loaded with sugar, combined with full-fat milk, and consumed multiple times a day, it becomes less a health drink and more a metabolic stressor. High sugar intake raises insulin and inflammation. Full cream dairy can increase saturated fat exposure, and repeatedly drinking hot, strong tea while neglecting water intake can actually dehydrate the body. Dehydration thickens the blood, making clots more likely. Add in nicotine. Many people pair tea with smoking, and the vascular damage doubles. Seniors often rely on tea throughout the day, but if it replaces proper hydration, it quietly raises stroke risk over the years. The solution: keep your tea mild, use less sugar, avoid making it your primary hydration, and alternate with plain water or herbal teas. And the fifth drink, often overlooked but surprisingly common, is alcohol-based morning tonics. A glass of wine for health, a herbal liquor for digestion, or a small cocktail to get the blood flowing. Seniors sometimes believe that a small morning drink helps circulation. Unfortunately, alcohol destabilizes blood pressure, interferes with platelet function, weakens small brain vessels, and, over time, accelerates cognitive decline. Even light to moderate alcohol can increase stroke risk when taken at the wrong time. And morning, when your body's natural blood pressure regulation is adjusting, is the worst time to drink. The liver is slower in seniors, so even a small drink has a stronger, longer effect, and combining alcohol with medications can multiply the danger. If you choose to drink at all, never in the morning, and always within the limits your doctor approves. Do you see the pattern? None of these drinks are poisons on their own. Coffee, tea, juice, even wine, they can all be safe when used wisely. But it's the combination of timing, quantity, and your individual health condition that transforms them into risks. Stroke is sudden, but the risk builds quietly for years. Every small choice, what you drink, when you drink, how much you drink, adds up. For seniors, especially those with hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, or a family history of stroke, the margin for error is much smaller. You can't afford to ignore these small triggers. So here are the golden rules. Start your morning with water, plain, clean water. Hydration protects your blood vessels, keeps your blood flowing smoothly, and prepares your organs for the day. Limit caffeine, especially on an empty stomach. Avoid sugary drinks, packaged juices, and absolutely eliminate energy drinks. Never use alcohol as a health drink in the morning. Choose safe, gentle options: warm water with lemon, light herbal teas like chamomile or tulsi, maybe a cinnamon infusion, drinks that soothe rather than stress your cardiovascular system. And most importantly, keep your regular medical checkups. Manage your blood pressure. Control your blood sugar. Don't smoke. Exercise gently but consistently. These are the real shields against stroke. The kitchen is where prevention begins. Every sip counts. If this video helped you understand what might be silently increasing your risk, share it. You might save someone's brain, someone's speech, someone's independence, maybe even their life. And if you want more simple science-based health tips to keep you strong, sharp, and active as you age, subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon, so every time we release a new senior health guide, you'll be the first to know. Your brain is priceless. Protect it. Stay safe, stay healthy. And I'll see you in the next video with another powerful tip to help you live longer, stronger, and happier.